Thank you guys so much for joining me. I really appreciate it. Hello, everybody.
Hi, Nikki.
Hi. Hello.
Hello.
Hello. So we have royalty, we have placements, we have everybody. We're talking everything pinup contest. So I am so excited to have you guys on today. It's great to have everybody's kind of perspective who's been in a contest. How your kind of experience and just kind of advice for people who want to get into it, or if I kind of worried about doing that first step. So I will start just kind of work our way down this way. So Sophie, you're up. We'll let you start
Hi.
first.
Hi, I'm
Hello.
Sophie.
So you go ahead and you just let us know kind of what your pinup name is and what is your royalty status?
I'm Sophia Marie, and I've placed before. I came first runner-up at the Fredericton Tattoo Expo pinup contest, and it was probably my favorite contest yet, probably the funnest one. I would do it again in a heartbeat.
Now, why did you think it was the most fun?
Freedom of creativity. I find a lot of pinup contests, you're conformed to certain things. And at the Tattoo Expo, you were more free to do what you wanted, to express yourself, to wear what you wanted, to do what you wanted on stage. You didn't have to be placed in these certain boxes that you had to, guidelines. So I found it was a lot more fun that way.
Cool. Awesome. And you said you got first runner up?
Yeah. It was pretty fun.
Awesome. No doubt.
Even if I wouldn't have gotten anything, even if I wouldn't have placed, it still would be the best one ever. Like it was a good time.
Nice. I like the plaque idea.
Yeah, me too.
So do you have it hanging on your wall or?
Yeah, I do. And what the funny thing is, I was so violent trying to take it out of the wall. I took the screw out.
Calm down.
Leave it to Sophie.
Oh, goodness. All righty. Rochelle, how about you?
I have never gotten into the top 3, but I've just about every year that I've done it, I've gotten into the top 9.
Nice.
And I don't know, it's just a lot of fun. I love just the excitement of it and getting to meet all the different wonderful women that are part of it, the being on stage, just having fun.
Yeah, you guys seem really super close too. Like everybody that's in.
Yeah, we've got a pretty good group here, and it's just I've made some really good friends through it and brought other people into it. I brought Christina into it, and
nice.
We worked together, and I was like, she's like, can you do my makeup? I think you asked me to do your hair. I was like, I'm doing it. So
actually, no, it was me and Tara were doing it, and we were talking about it, and Tara's like, you come too.
Yeah,
Tara's my
great.
sister.
That was so fun. Yeah.
That and then, is amazing.
Yeah, and with Speed Sport, you get to do all kinds of other exciting things. Like we met Chad Lindbergh a couple of years ago. We got a big group photo with him. We got to do a redo video from a clip from Fast and Furious with him and stuff like that. It's just a lot of fun.
Right. Yeah, because I guess you guys get to kind of meet all the celebrities and everything else. And Chris was really awesome at getting celebrity judges because you guys had Twiggy once too.
Yeah, Twiggy's been there quite a few years. And then, there was another one. We had, what's her name there? Daisy Duke.
Same
year. Yeah.
Oh, she was so fun.
How awesome would that be, having Daisy Duke freaking oh my God, judge you?
She wasn't a judge, but she was there and she talked to the girls.
She was almost like an honorary judge.
Right.
Yeah, because they put her at the table with the judges.
She walked up to the table. Yeah, she walked up to the table, and I got a picture of that too. And then she talked to Nikki, and she talked on the mic.
That is amazing.
Yeah, Nikki Payne is always there, and she's always a good time.
Oh, she's so beautiful, eh? God.
Yeah. I was standing right behind her, and my friend had given me a little car to get signed. And the lineup to see her all day was like constant hour-long lineup. And she stood right in front of me, and I tapped her on the shoulder, said, "Can you sign this for me?" I even had a felt marker and everything, and she signed it right there. And
nice.
Yeah, it was great. So yeah, it's a lot of fun. It's not just about the contest and the winning. It's the whole atmosphere. And I've done it 6 years. This year 2020 would have been my 6th year. And I made it into the top 12 on the first round of judging, and then COVID hit. So, but I did my own little video for on the day we were supposed to have it, that it was supposed to be. I made a little video with an old clip of mine.
Oh, that's.
And I had my shower, my towel on my head, my robe, and I walked in and did a little posing in my living room while Nikki announced me. And
that was a fun video. I really like that one.
Gotta do whatever you can, right?
That's right. Now, I know from a different perspective, just kind of shifting it over, we have an online winner.
So, hi, I'm Dana Vernew, and I am very new on the scene. I only actually started during this past summer. So when everything kind of shut down, people started opening up online pinup competitions, which I'm in Northern Ontario, so we don't get a lot of the in-person stuff. I'd have to travel like 8 hours to actually get to an in-person competition.
Absolutely.
So it gave me a good opportunity to actually get out and try it, because I've been wanting to for a really long time. But yeah, so it was definitely nerve-wracking, because there's no, you stand up on a stage, you have a day, and you have to wait through the day to find things out. It was one of the things, it was like over a week, and another one, it was over a month long. Yeah, so the last one I did, which was Miss Crafty Queen, it was, you had to make an outfit, but you couldn't use any fabric.
Oh my God.
So we had a month to make our outfits after we had found out who had gotten into the competition, and we got extended by 2 weeks. And then we filmed our videos. A lot of people did really nice edited videos, and there were so many gorgeous outfits, and like people were using like pop cans and like beer caps and like all this cool stuff. But it was very nerve-wracking, because you submit your video and you sit there and you sit there and you sit there for like over a week just going, oh, well, okay.
Oh my goodness gracious, that would be. And so was it, how was the voting done? Was it an online voting thing, or was it judging?
It was a judged one. So there was Michelle Nell, Joe McKay, another,
oh, wow.
I should have written it down, but they were all judging, and the pageant was run by Miss Annie May, who did a really, really nice job. But yeah, so it was a judged one. It wasn't a for likes contest.
Nice.
I've seen those. I haven't had a chance to enter one of them, but yeah, so it was all judged and everything. And of course, there was a Pinup's Choice who got a title, and I managed to get first place in that one. So I'm still very...
Yay! Now, did you get a crown sent to you, or like a little prize pack?
I got a whole prize pack.
God.
Yeah, it's actually made out of old vintage jewelry that had been broken.
Wow.
That's so
yeah, so
that's really cool.
One of the judges actually made the crowns and sashes. So there's the crown, and then the sash, which is all, it's like taped over, and it's like this, and it's got old like advertisements and old like glamour shots in it.
So kudos to you for participating and winning. So yay. Now you're international winner.
It's very exciting. That was the 3rd contest I entered. So
good for you. Good for you. Now, while I have you, how did you come up with your stage name?
So I really, really like the X-Files. So I knew that I had to be a Dana. Just absolutely. And I wanted to make it kind of a joke. So I was talking to some of my friends in my Discord server, and they're like, what about Vernew? Like, they never knew. And I'm like, oh, okay.
That is amazing. Love it. Love it.
Thank you.
Awesome. Now, Brandy, Miss Teresa Hellcat. I have been a fan for years.
Thanks, dear. I know. I really have enjoyed your stuff too. I think we have a lot of the whole like horror and stuff like that in common.
So much in common.
I've been checking out your Instagram forever. So I was super excited when you had reached out to me to kind of join the girls and stuff like that. So thank you.
Yay. Well, thank you so much for joining us.
Yeah.
So what's your experience? I know you've participated in quite a few.
A couple now, I guess 2, it would have been 3.
Okay.
And then COVID hit. So I was actually, I've done the local ones here in my area. And then I was actually going to venture to Toronto to a little bit bigger one. They have Motorama every year, which is just a huge car show. And they do a pageant there. And I had my like biography wrote up, because with that contest, they actually ask you a month ahead of time, they'll ask you a question, and then based on your question, they kind of want you to write a biography around it. So you don't get to find out your question until like a week before, and then you're like, okay, I got to write out this whole spiel now. But unfortunately, because kind of COVID was in that area, and I didn't really want to take the chances, because we had booked a hotel as well.
And we were right at that shutout time that they were shutting down right
exactly, because it was I believe it's always February that one happens, and we were going to end up staying in like an airport hotel, and I was just like, there's too many chances there with like things happening, so I just kind of backed out. I kept my speech though, in case, you know, when everything gets back to normal. Exactly. I'll just be like, can I use my same question? So I've done local ones anyway, and got second in both of them.
Nice.
Yeah.
And how did you come up with your name?
So Teresa's my middle name. It actually took me quite a while. Like, I was looking on the Pinup registry. I was just looking at like everything, getting ideas. So Teresa's my middle name, and I love Halloween, and then I love cats. So it was just kind of a put together of that stuff, Miss Teresa Hellcat.
Nice. Love it. Love it. So now with doing do you like doing kind of the local, because I guess it's just kind of participating with all girls you kind of know. I know you're kind of friends with a few of the girls. You all seem kind of pretty close up there too.
Yeah. It's not a huge scene out this way. We're trying to hopefully, sorry, my husband's just got off to work now. It's not a huge scene out here right now, but it's kind of nice that there's a few of us that are trying to get it going. But yeah, the ones that we've kind of gotten close to and got to know and stuff like that, because it is such a small community here, it's almost kind of nice. And even though we're competing against each other, we're kind of just cheering each other on, and whoever wins, we're just really happy for that person and stuff like that. And actually, no, I forgot, I participated in 3. There was like a Halloween one, like a Miss Macabre, where I did like a full like skeleton kind of thing. And Crystal, who's a part of the Bombshells, she won that one, and she did an amazing like pop art zombie type of thing. Nice. She looked incredible. Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah. So no, it's we're trying to hopefully grow it in our area. So it's nice to be part of the group with you guys, and just see that there is other women out there, you know, across Canada that have the same interests. So hopefully, if things kind of open back up, we can kind of get things going a little bit more and get more people out there and see who's interested.
Oh, Christina, who's wearing her crown. I love, oh my gosh, so gorgeous. So we kind of briefly touched in that Rochelle brought you into the contest. So was that your first time and you won it?
No.
Okay.
No, I'm not that good. I got into the final 10 the first time I did it, which was, it kind of hooked me. And then I won the second year that I competed. And I would have competed for the 3 years after that, but after I won, I wasn't allowed to compete for 3 years. So I was really excited for last year, because I was finally allowed to compete again. And you know,
I know there was going to be a few familiar faces last year.
So yeah, so I would have like loved to have, you know, competed again, but we'll see when that happens again. But yeah, so that was so fun. So yeah, I won 2017 Speed Sport.
Nice. So what's your stage name, and how did you come up with it?
Oh, look at me, look how cute I am.
You want to know why she won? Because she's adorable.
Oh my gosh, seriously.
I don't know if I've ever even seen that picture.
It's one of my pictures.
I don't have a stage name. No, so like,
so it's just Miss Christina?
Miss Christina, yeah, I guess. I don't know, I'm like open to suggestions, I suppose. So I haven't got there.
Perfect. No, yeah. So you obviously you're kind of hooked. You'd love to compete again.
Absolutely, yeah. I'm definitely a little bit of a ham bone. So. Sophie.
Nice. I love it. Rochelle's doing the whole little stage or the little slideshow here. This is great.
Yeah, totally.
Rochelle's the tech girl.
Came prepared.
Right.
I just happen to have my iPad beside me.
Now, is for everybody, and you guys just can kind of shout it out. Is there a kind of bucket contest that you guys want to do?
Yeah.
Winnipeg was mine. Eventually, maybe seeing how things go, get to Vegas. Viva Las Vegas. But that one is tough. Actually. That one you have to have like pro status.
Yeah, Miss Viva Las Vegas. Me and Rochelle have talked about that like a few years, I think. Like both of us were like, yeah, Viva Las Vegas. But it's so hard to get in.
It is, yeah. And then
I don't think I want to compete. I would just want to go and like just be there.
Yeah. And I want to do Red Hot and Blue. Hopefully they'll be back this summer in Brockville.
Brockville.
Yeah.
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 What advice would you give anybody for starting for the first time?
With me, I always tell girls, just be yourself. Because I've seen girls on stage that they try to perceive themselves as something they're not. And it really shows. Mm-hmm. It really shows.
Yeah.
Just be yourself. Just have fun with it. It doesn't matter if you win or you lose. Just enjoy the experience.
I can actually kind of protest to that as well. Only because over my time of being, excuse me, in the pinup world and stuff like that, I kind of started out as this like cheesecakey type of, circle skirts person. And that is not me. I've kind of moved more into the rockabilly stage now because I just listed the metal on my own. That's the genre I love listening to. So to go to competitions and I felt uncomfortable, even though I surprisingly was able to place, but I felt uncomfortable trying to make myself into this other person just to win versus going and being comfortable and being myself. So definitely I would agree with that too.
Nice.
I think having fun is really, really important. Like if you're not having fun, nobody else is having fun either.
Yeah.
Exactly. They can tell if you're having fun on stage. If you're not having fun on stage, you might as well not be up there because it's awkward for everybody involved.
Yep. And when you're watching it, like it hurts. When we watch the second round, like we do our first round, and then when you watch the second round, people and you're like, she's gonna place.
Yeah, we can tell. Like we're at the point where we can be like, you can call out. You're like, there they go.
Like, that poor thing.
Yeah.
Like, oh honey, get down.
Yeah.
I'm so sorry, honey.
Yeah.
What about you, Dana?
I would definitely say remember that everyone starts somewhere, because like the first one, I didn't even get past like the preliminaries, and I was like, oh no, there's all these giant names. So like I was hesitant to even enter another one. So like, even if you don't have a great first experience, there's no guarantee about anything. But like everyone else said, just have fun with it. And it's such a fun way to express yourself because there's so many different parts of like vintage style and pinup style. Like there's the psychobilly, the rockabilly. You can do full greaser. You can do even like cartoony looks. You can do just about anything.
I really appreciate all you guys coming out and taking a little bit of time just to kind of share your experiences and everything. I thank you for making everybody kind of think that they've kind of got a chance at just going out and trying it. And I think that is the major thing, is just, if you want to do it, just go out and try it.
Absolutely. Absolutely. I always tell women, because I've had women tell me, they're like, oh my God, it's so inspiring. You going up there. I could never do that. And I'm like, darling, you can do it. You have no idea where I came from. I have such bad anxiety. My first year on stage, I was literally shaking. I can do it. If I can do it,
I've seen the video. You can see you just shaking.
Yeah.
It's hard to hide.
If I can do it, anybody can. Yeah. Like, you can do it. You just have to want to.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, exactly.
I'll say one upside to the online competitions is you can film things. And if you don't like something about it, you can always retake it before you submit it. So like I had ones where I'm like, oh, hello, and just shaking the entire way through. And I just refilmed it and I didn't have to worry about everyone seeing that one.
By the 20th take, you're all cool, I'm cool, relaxed, everything's great.
You've got a cigar in your hand.
Right, you're like, oh yeah, this is nothing.
Yeah, basically. So it's good for that.
Now, did you, I would have, that one thing would have been strong, because one thing I cannot do is my hair. My hair is one thing that does not cooperate with
I'm
me.
the exact same, Nikki.
So I
Yeah.
can't imagine doing an online one in COVID and not being able to have somebody do my hair.
Yeah.
So how did you do your own hair, or?
In the past 7 years, I've been to a hairdresser once because I've been cutting my own hair for that long.
Oh, nice.
So like I've done pixie cuts, I've done mohawks, I've done all kinds of different styles.
Oh my God, and look at your hair now.
Yeah, so this is actually 2-3 years out from a pixie cut that was platinum that I did myself. My hair likes to grow really fast, so I have a little freedom there.
Oh my gosh, girl. Right? Hello. Oh my, what was it? Rapunzel? Was that?
Yeah.
Rapunzel, let down your hair.
Right.
I've been doing like pin curling since I was like 10 because I saw the style and I'm like, you know what? I want to do that. And obviously when you first start out, it doesn't look good. And I'm still learning new things.
Good for you. Oh, that's amazing. Well, anybody want to add anything? We got 2 minutes left to before our little timeout here. Does anybody want to add anything before we say our farewells?
Never did say how I picked my pinup name.
Oh yeah, please.
My dad was always a big Beatles fan, so Michelle Maybell, and he called me Rochelle Maybell. So, and he passed away a couple years ago. So, kind of an ode to him.
Yeah.
Memories of my dad when I was a kid.
With me, basically, my pinup name, it's just my name and my middle name, Sophia Marie.
You posted the other day, you're like, if you're my good friend, tell me what my middle name is. I'm like, Brev, your middle name is literally part of your name.
Yeah, but a lot of people don't realize that they actually think my last name is Marie, and I'm like, no.
It's also my middle name. I think that's the most common middle name in the world.
It's my sister's middle name too.
My mom's middle name. I got all across the board there.
Mom's middle name. Yeah.
It's my middle name. It's my mom's middle name.
Goodness gracious.
It's a good name.
Awesome. Well, thank you guys so much. I look forward to seeing many more entries into contests, and I wish you guys all the best, and thank you for sharing all your experiences, and stay safe, and thank you guys so much for joining us today.
Thank you.
Care.
Have a good one.
Take care, guys. Bye. Talking everything about pinup contests. So just kind of tell us about your experience with pinup contests. What's your pinup name and how did you come up with it?
So my pinup name is Vintage Vera. I already had the name way before I started doing pinup contests. I have a vintage trailer that is named Vera after my grandmother. And from that, I run a vintage pop-up shop, which I called Vintage Vera. So when I did my first pinup contest, everyone already called me Vintage Vera. So I don't even feel like it just kind of picked me.
Right.
And the name just picked me. When people say Vera, I like turn around and answer. I'm like, yeah. Oh, no, you didn't mean me? There's another Vera? Like, that's actually happened to me. But I'm like, okay. So, yeah, that's how I came up with my pinup name, which is kind of nice. As I said, it's after my grandmother. Her name was Vera. So she always had her hair and makeup done. She was that kind of lady. So my first pinup contest, actually my only pinup contest, unfortunately, was last March, the very beginning of March. I competed in the Miss Motorama Mayhem in the Back Room down in Toronto. At the encouragement of a friend. I'd always loved the pinup style and the dresses. I was into it, but had never competed. And total spur of the moment, it was hey, I was like, oh, they have a pinup contest. And he was like, you should do it. And I was like, okay. And the deadline was literally the next day. So I filled out the form and wrote my bio, and the contest was a week away.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah. So that was interesting. As I said, spur of the moment, but one of the best things I've ever done. And when I left, I was like, I cannot wait to do this again. It was, I met so many nice people. The crowd, just the whole scene. I loved everything about it. even afterwards, walking around looking at the cars, and just, as I said, I loved everything about it. Couldn't wait to do it again. And as we all know, COVID happened. And so we actually did the Motorama pinup contest was on a Saturday, and by Sunday the event had decided to shut down. When we went, the numbers were super low. Like the amount of people in there, I think people were already getting really nervous, and I think they just decided to pull the plug on it.
Yeah, because it was, I think, 3 days or 2 days after Motorama that actually they shut everything down.
Yeah.
So yeah,
it was actually. So
yeah, they really pushed it.
We did have a lot of conversation about it before we went, and we all felt very safe going. So I couldn't wait to do it again. And as we all know, there, of course, are unfortunately no events right now. So I just keep reading and practicing hairstyles and crossing my fingers for when I can go out and do it again and meet a bunch of other great people.
Nice. Well, I'm glad to hear that it was such a positive experience for you, and you're looking forward to going back again. So that's great to hear.
Oh, yeah.
I can't believe you only did it with like a week to prepare, and your first too.
Yeah, and I had no idea what I was doing. I'd never even seen one. Like,
so what did you do?
I practiced my hair and did a lot of hair practice.
So you did your own hair and makeup and everything else?
Everything I did myself, yeah. I took some selfies of myself in my dresses and was like, which one, Mom? Which one did you wear? It's just me and my son, so I don't have, he's lovely, but he tells me I look good in everything. God bless him. So I did all my own hair, my makeup. As I said, lucky for me, I was already very interested in it because of my side biz, like because of my little business. So I already had clothes and all the accessories. So it was more just like kind of getting that pinup hairstyle down. Things that I thought were I packed extra stockings just in case. Packed shoes to walk around in afterwards.
Smart.
Mm-hmm. I did my hair before I went very early in the morning. It was a 2-hour drive for me to get to Motorama. So I had my hair and everything done and like my base coat of makeup done so that when I got there, I could just kind of finish my makeup and change my clothes.
Nice.
Yeah.
Good for you. And what about you, Betty?
So I don't know. One day I just kind of, again, came across my pinup name. I don't exactly know how I got it. I always loved Betty Boop growing up as a child. And then, I don't know. I think it was actually having tea one day with my friend Brandy. We were talking about it. I'm like, I don't know what to do. I don't know what to pick. I mean, it's kind of sound like my name, right? But like Yvette is, we decided, I don't know. I think she actually threw it out there, the Betty Boop idea.
I think it's perfect.
Right? It went really well and it's really working for me and I'm loving it. So, but, so I've actually been in one pageant. I think wasn't last year. Sorry, last year was COVID. So the year before last, it was at the Retro Fest out in Chatham.
So that was your first.
Yeah, that was my first pageant.
Good for you. Yeah. Tell us about your little experience and all about it and how you prepared, since it was your first.
Yeah, so I had a lot of time to prepare. I was actually online the night registration was open, waiting for midnight so that I got my spot because I wasn't sure how fast it was going to fill up. And I was like, no, I need this. I need to do this. This has to happen. So it was just, I was so excited. I'm like, I need to go to bed, but I have to stay up. So I got my name in there and went right to bed. And it was exhilarating and I was so excited, but I was still so nervous that I wasn't going to get it. But I was ready. I cheaped out. I wouldn't say cheaped out. I got someone to do my hair for me. I couldn't, I wasn't about to play. My hair is the length of my back. I wasn't about to try and play with that. I've never done anything with it before, really. So I was just in way over my head in that department.
Betty's like us farm girl and hair up in a ponytail, and there you go, right?
Every day. It's not even, I don't even know why I have long hair, to be perfectly honest. Right? But, you know, it's fun to play with from time to time, or let other people play with, I should say.
Right. Sorry. So yeah, you got somebody to do your hair for you.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, amazing stylist, Christine Olive, actually, out in Windsor. She does amazing work, and I love her. She's really into the retro styles and the rockabilly styles, and she doesn't get to do them very often. So when I came in, she was so excited. She had all of her tools out, and it was just a fantastic time. So just that was such a great way to start my day.
Nice.
But yeah, going backwards a little bit, in preparation, I watched a lot of YouTube videos, in particular the Cherry Dollface videos on how to do your makeup, the do's and don'ts, little tips and tricks. One thing that I really tried to keep in mind was do your makeup big, because they're not going to be able to see you from far away. Whether it's judges or in the crowd, it might look silly when you're doing it in the mirror, but go big or go home, right?
Great tip.
So yeah, that was such a fantastic experience, and I've met so many people there and got involved in such a great community of supportive women, and you guys are so awesome.
Aww.
And I'm so happy to be a part of this group.
Aww,
and I'm happy to be on here today. This is such a huge step out of my comfort zone, I've got to say, to be on here right now and talking to you guys. So this is way bigger for me than it seems. I'm so happy about it.
So, because you rocked that stage, like you owned it. So you did such an amazing job. So bravo. Are you wanting to do another one?
Oh yeah, for sure. I was actually really disappointed last year when we couldn't get together, and even it dragged for the whole year. I'm like, well, maybe if something opens up, like later in the season, I know they have things out in London or Toronto way. I'll drive. It's okay. But, you know, circumstances, it happens, right? But I'm super excited for when we can get back together and can all rock the stage and get dressed up again.
Exactly. No kidding. Any advice you guys would give for anyone for their first pinup contest?
Yes. Bring a friend who can zip you up, strap you in, double-sided tape your dress to your chest if you need it, touch up the back of your hair. She helped me put on my garter and clip things, because it's, you know, it's tricky when you're trying to do things at the back and you're trying to see. So that was really handy to have a friend. Proper shoes to walk around in. The one thing I didn't bring, which is surprising, but I wish I had it, was a curling iron, like to touch up my hair, because after driving, some of my curls had fallen out. And I packed my clothing and like the shoes and hair accessories and everything to put on when I got there in a suitcase. It was a beautiful vintage white suitcase. It looked darling, but I had to walk through this huge
hall or conference, or well,
yeah, through this conference center, right? Through room, through room. And the area for the pinup contest was like way in the back. And I was like, I should have brought a suitcase with wheels and the handle so I could pull it. Which I actually think, like, that would be my advice, is put your stuff in something that's really easy to drag around and tote with you, because you're not going to travel lightly.
No.
Don't even try and kid yourself that you are. So make it as easy on yourself as possible. Yeah.
Love it. Great advice. Honestly, I've done a few, and I feel like I need to take all that advice.
Currently searching for a suitcase on Pinup, so.
Right? How many times I've slugged around things? I'm like, why? Oh goodness. Now, what about you, Betty? Any advice that you'd give?
Right. Oh, well, first, I totally got to agree with the suitcase thing. I mean, I brought, mine was a chest that luckily I brought my fiance with me. He was the guy checking my hair and zipping me up and tying me in and stuff. But I brought a chest full of just all of my makeup. I had brought a curling iron. One thing I do recommend huge you bring is Band-Aids for the back of your feet in case you get blisters, because it usually happens.
Right.
But one thing, oh shoot, I just had her name. Scissor Kitty. She was standing behind me in line, and she turns to me and she says, right before we go on stage, lipstick check.
Yeah.
Always make sure lipstick check. Make sure you don't have any lipstick on your cheek, on your teeth, and make sure your partners don't have any lipstick on their teeth. It's just a courtesy. Always extend that courtesy.
That is amazing. Absolutely. It is so funny. I do remember her doing that with both the contests that we had run and she was in, and she would always, the ladies, lipstick check, go around and just check everybody's teeth. It was cute. Awesome. All right.
Oh, it's so handy.
Absolutely. Absolutely. Well, thank you guys so much for joining us for this week's podcast. I really appreciate it. You guys give amazing advice, and I'm so happy to hear that you guys had such great experiences and you're can't wait to get out there again. So thank you guys so much. Stay warm and stay safe, and we will chat with you guys soon. Take care.
Okay, bye.
Bye, guys.
Take care.